You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Glad you're with us tonight. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now topping the list for us tonight. And, well, snow showers impacting most of the area, some seeing more than others. Matter of fact, Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon posting this message on Twitter just a few moments ago.
Hey, Knoxville, it's a beautiful, snowy evening. I hope you're inside and staying warm. Our public service crews are at the ready to keep our streets safe and clear. But if you can stay home, that's the safest thing of all to do. So enjoy this beautiful wintry weather and stay safe. Hey,
that is for sure. Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers joining us right now from the 6 Storm Center with more on the snow and another night of those below freezing temps. Ken.
Yeah, Bo, that's the biggest concern. I mean, as cold as it has been for about the past week and a half, we didn't warm up above freezing today. Didn't take much snow to cause some travel concerns on untreated roads. Some good news, we're starting to see some erosion of the snow, kind of as expected. So I'd say the worst is probably behind us in the sense the steadier, heavier snow, and that was certainly through portions of Loudoun, Blount County, where we have some near 1-inch totals reported there, but you can already see again the erosion and some of the steadier snow as this progresses eastward. Now there'll still be some bands of some bigger flakes, and whatever does fall could certainly cause some travel concerns, so be careful if you're going to be out and about through this evening. We've not seen much snow at all through portions of Campbell and Claiborne County. Don't think you will see much the rest of the evening, so kind of what we're looking at from right now, this is our best opportunity of what's left of snow the rest of the evening. It will stair step down between 9 and 10. We'll really see this shut down, and by the time we join you again at 11 o'clock for our newscast, not expecting much more than a few flurries. It's quiet overnight. Here's the problem. If your streets, especially the secondary streets, neighborhoods, roads, if those aren't cleared, it's going to be icy overnight into tomorrow morning as temperatures will drop down in the low to mid 20s. Here's kind of an overview of the area. You can see no real problems back through Ray and Meigs County, nor to the north, as I mentioned. But anything in the blue, those are reports of some snow-covered roads across the area. Not as bad area south, portions of McMinn and Monroe counties. We'll check in with Bo here with traffic in just a minute. But take a look at the road surface temperatures. They will be getting colder as we go through the night. That's why I say if your roads have not been cleared after the snow exits, there will be some travel issues. Now, this is not a big snowmaker, but it was enough just to cause some travel concerns for sure. Most areas about a ½ an inch or less with some slightly higher totals to the north and east and less to the south. The good news is if you're a warmer weather fan, you'll like the 7-day outlook. I'll have that coming up in just a few minutes, Bo.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. Let's get everybody up to date on what's happening with traffic as far as the roadways. If you do have to get out tonight, you heard the mayor, just be careful. Crews are trying to work those roadways, but it's going to take some time. Let's zoom in on a handful of spots for you. First of all, 40 near mile marker 363. This is in Loudoun County. We are seeing some slow traffic. It is moving, but you're just going to have to give yourself some extra time if you're going to be out on the interstates. TDOT is out treating some of these roads. City, county crews also out working right now, monitoring the situation. 40 near mile marker 369. Again, heavy traffic for you both directions right now. That's out near Watt Road. 40 east of West Hills, looking a little better. Westbound's moving along okay. Eastbound, though, it was stop and go, so at least it's starting to move. That's the good sign, but it's still heavy traffic for you at this moment. Now, just saw this a few moments ago. This is 40 at Paper Mill. KPD right now, I'm seeing they've just moved the camera over, but that was on one of the off ramps. Looked like maybe a vehicle had either crashed or just kind of spun. But again, officers there kind of warning everybody. I-40 near Alcoa Highway. Live look for you here. Traffic both directions moving along. See those snow-covered roads. Traffic, though, it is moving, and that's the good sign. 40 at Cherry, our camera has frozen here for a moment. Not seeing any problems there except for just be careful. Could see some slick conditions. Same situation, I-40 over near Asheville Highway. Looks like we do have one person here with their hazards on, maybe off on the shoulder. North of town, 640, not far from Broadway. Again, traffic here also east and westbound moving along. Be careful on some of those overpasses along 640, but right now it looks like traffic is moving through there. So again, just going to have to slow it down. Don't be in a big rush. 275 at High School, same situation. North and southbound 275 traffic moving. 13 minutes, 40 east, Paper Mill to Cherry. Typically it's about a 7-minute drive for you in that area. Also I-40 west, Paper Mill to I-140, 12 minutes. 40 east, I-140 to Paper Mill, 14 minutes. So both directions right now, a little on the slow side. Also, if you're traveling between downtown and the airport, give yourself around 19, 20 minutes. Typically, that's about a 13-minute drive, so you're going to have to tack on some time. And then between Sevierville and Pigeon Forge, 33 minutes right now. Normally, that's about a 12-minute commute. So we are seeing those slowdowns out there. Again, if you don't have to head out, don't. But if you do, be careful and give those road crews plenty of room to work. Also, next, big story that we're following for you here at 7 o'clock. Tragic news out of Cumberland County today. 6 people dead following a house fire. The fire breaking out at a home along Plateau Road happened early this morning. Firefighters arriving on scene to find the home engulfed. Investigators say at this time it is believed that 4 adults, 2 children died in the fire. No foul play is suspected. An investigation into the blaze is ongoing. We will keep you up to date as we learn more. Snow showers impacting most of the area, some seeing more than others. As we just told you a few moments ago, Knoxville Mayor Andy Kincannon posted a message on Twitter. You heard from her just a little bit ago. Also, another story we're watching for you here on the 7. The family of a shooting victim is speaking out and remembering their loved one tonight. We first brought you the news of a shooting at the Rural King in Halls on Thursday. Since then, we learned that the suspect, 18-year-old Larry McBee, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder with more charges possibly pending. We also shared with you the victim of this shooting, 23-year-old Tristan Smith. Smith's mom now recalling that day as she now plans funeral arrangements for her son.
That morning I was actually working and I was getting ready to leave, and I noticed that I had missed a phone call on Facebook and from somebody I don't know, and then they'd sent me a message like immediately after that saying, "I hope you're Tristan's mom. If you are, call Rural King ASAP."
Remington told us it wasn't until she arrived to the Rural King that a deputy pulled her aside and told her about her son's death. You can see this full interview under this story at WATE.com. Well, next on the Big 7, several house fires. Rural Metro Fire Department responding to a house fire early this morning in East Knox County. The fire was at a home along the 6100 block of Perry Road. Crews arriving to the residence around 4 a.m. to find flames coming from the front and rear of the home as well as extending into the attic. The home sustained heavy damage, but we are told all occupants of the house were safely outside by the time fire crews arrived. No one was reportedly hurt and no word on the cause of the fire at this time. Then on Christmas Eve, Rural Metro firefighters battled a house fire in the Powell community. Crews say it happened at a house in the 100 block of Overton Lane. When crews got to the scene, they found flames coming from the back and roof of the home. Despite the extreme weather conditions, firefighters were able to keep the flames from spreading throughout the house. They were also able to save many of the family's belongings, which included a number of Christmas presents. We're told no one was home when the fire started, and thankfully no one was hurt. No word yet on a cause. Rural Metro crews were responding to another Christmas Eve fire in West Knox County at the same time. Officials say the fire was at a home along the 11,000 block of Crown Point Drive just before 10 p.m. on Christmas Eve. We're told the fire was in the chimney and caused some damage to the inside of the home. According to Rural Metro, the blaze spread from the firebox. Thankfully, no one was hurt in this fire. Rural Metro also taking to social media to say that Christmas Eve may have been a record-setting day for the department. Rural Metro says the department got more than 120 calls, including the house fires we just mentioned. According to the department, extreme cold weather played a significant role in the number of emergencies reported on Christmas Eve. Rural Metro adds the weather also impacted the crew's response. Despite battling harsh conditions, however, officials say Rural Metro crews, quote, performed flawlessly in all types of emergencies, end quote. Our next Big 7 takes us to Middle Tennessee, where December 25th, 2020 is a day many people who live and work along Nashville's 2nd Avenue will not soon forget. Instead of waking up to the sounds of Christmas, they woke up to the blast of a bomb. At the time, Nashville Metro officers bravely swung into action to evacuate residents. One officer who was on the other side of that explosion is remembering the actions of his fellow officers as he reflects on that day.
When you see your friends that are every day putting their lives in harm's way for the safety of others, it's a reminder that my profession is much more than an occupation. It's a calling, and I'm grateful to those guys and gals that were out there that morning risking their lives to save others.
Snow and his wife are back in their 2nd Avenue home for the holidays with new windows and a new Christmas tree. 2nd Avenue still, though, has a long way to go, we understand, on rebuilding, but so far 50 businesses have been able to open since that devastating day. Well, back here at home, Zoo Knoxville is doing what it can to keep some of our feathered friends safe and sound this winter. On top of making sure all the animals are safe and warm, the zoo has been dealing with some frozen pipes and no water in some of the buildings. Workers say they have been doing everything they can to make sure the facilities for their showbirds are as safe as possible until the water comes back on.
This morning I've been spending time kind of doing a little bit of dry cleaning, so kind of sweeping up as much loose debris as I can with a broom and dustpan, and then getting a little disinfectant spray, kind of saturating it down a little bit, and scrubbing it some, and then again just doing kind of a dry sweep. And then as soon as we get some water, or if we have to have a couple more days without the water, then maybe we'll have to bring out the buckets, fill up some buckets with water, doing a little assembly line kind of thing to kind of wash away some of this fecal matter.
And it isn't just the birds getting special treatment. The tortoises are also staying indoors as well. In fact, they have been relocated for now at the zoo. The tortoises weigh more than 500 pounds, so moving them to a warmer facility is not the easiest. The zoo says they have to get several people around the tortoise. They each grab a piece of shell and then gently move it about 5 feet at a time. Well, Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center back up and running at full capacity following a water main break on Christmas Eve. The break impacting some of the hospital's electrical systems, causing parts of the hospital to experience power outages. According to the hospital, the patients remain safe and well cared for, but visitations were suspended. Our crews worked to, well, restore power to the hospital. Now, by 7 a.m. on Christmas morning, visitations had resumed. However, parts of the hospital were still experiencing power outages. But by 1 in the afternoon yesterday, operations had returned to normal. The hospital taking to social media to thank all of the people who worked hard to get the hospital back up and running at full power.